action.
Mr. Alexander, we've got all the vital statistics on your father. We'll now be moving into the funeral arrangement portion of the arrangement conference. Do you know what Dad's wishes were as far as burial, cremation, and entombment?
Well, of course, keep in mind the money situation that we're in with the expenses of this, so I guess cremation.
Okay.
But he's got some buddies that really want to see him. How can we solve that?
Well, sir, as you can see here, this is our general price list, okay? And we offer a couple different packages here. First one is basic cremation, and that includes the minimum services of funeral director, staff, cremation, and transfer of deceased from place of death to our facility. This does not include any cash advance items or any merchandise, such as additional urn or anything like that. Cash advances are death certificates, obituary notices, things like that, okay? Third-party charges that are not associated with the funeral home here, okay? And what it does is the price list kind of takes that basic cremation and builds upon it with each package, okay? So what's included in that would be included in these. What we have here, what we're sounding like we're having here is called a cremation with full services, okay? If Dad's buddies wanted to see him and we have family and relatives, like if we wanted to have a funeral service, we can still do that. I know Dad died earlier this morning, so we could still perform an embalming and then have Dad have a service for Dad and a visitation. We here at the J.H. Churchill Funeral Home, we don't do rental caskets simply because wear and tear of casket over time, it deteriorates and things like that. We do what we call cremation caskets, sir. So Dad would be embalmed and placed in a cremation casket.
So you're telling me there are some people who rent caskets?
There are some funeral homes that have rental caskets, yes, sir. There's a little insert inside, and then the insert slides out.
I don't want to rent.
Yes, sir. What we do, the cremation caskets are wood. They're made out of a soft wood. There's a couple different options. You purchase the casket, we would place that in it. Kind of looks like a regular casket. You can have a service, body laid out in our chapel or in our parlor. We can have visitation, night before, same day, either one, and then have a funeral service and then cremate him after in that casket.
Oh, so afterwards he would be cremated?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I wasn't aware that y'all provided that type of service. So
yes, sir.
You would embalm him,
Mm-hmm.
I assume dress him and everything?
Yes, sir. Dress him just like he would be buried. For formal visitation.
And we can have the service and everything, but afterwards, instead of going to the cemetery,
we would load Dad up and take him out to our crematory and perform the cremation.
You have your own crematory?
We do have our own crematory, sir. It's not attached to the funeral home or anywhere here, and it can't be in the city limits. Our owners, Mike Garland, Jeremy Grogan, they actually built one out on the north side of town about 3 years ago.
Okay. All right. I like that idea, but we don't need a night before. And honestly, Mr. Krill, I don't even think we want a funeral service. We just want the opportunity for some of Dad's friends to come by and see him before it's cremated.
Okay, we can do that, sir. That would be kind of like, but you do want to have a service, is that right?
No,
okay.
just a visitation.
Just strictly visitation.
So where you told me it was $500 for the service, we can just deduct that from that price?
Well, right here, cremation with visitation.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. And then we would just add an embalming and a casket onto that, okay?
Okay, all right.
So we can do that.
And we're still in our money,
We're still in our money with the policy
Okay.
that Dad had. And when would you like to do the visitation?
Thursday.
Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
That should work fine for us, sir. We don't have any other things for Thursday.
Okay.
What times would you like?
Just early afternoon, 2 to 3, something like that?
2 to 3 would be more than fine.
And is it possible for us to come by earlier than that?
It is, yeah. If you guys want to get here around 1, we'll put in the paper from 2 to 3, but if you guys want to get here around 1, view Dad, make sure he looks the way he's supposed to look.
I'd like that.
Yes, sir. You want to do that here.
Uh-huh.
And we're not having a funeral, okay?
Do you play any music?
I can play some soft music in the background. What were some of that?
Wagner.
Porter Wagner.
Porter
I
Wagner.
can get Porter Wagner. We use iTunes, so anything associated.
My daddy loved Porter Wagner. And
We can
George
do that.
Jones. Can you play a little George
I can play a
Jones?
little George Jones. Yes,
He
sir.
stopped loving her today. He loved that.
Well, sir, we need to move into picking out the casket, okay? What I have here, this is called cremation caskets, okay? And I'll just put a show all, and it starts with the most expensive price and goes down from there.
I'm afraid that's a little out of our price range, Mr. Creel. What else do you have?
Okay, what I think would fit are some of these veneers, the Lancaster veneer, possibly the Norfolk pine.
That's pretty. Dad always loved pine.
You like pine?
Yes.
And I can view it here, has a white crepe interior. I can print this off for you when you leave today.
Okay, that'd be fine.
Well,
And that's still gonna keep us
that's
in our
still
budget
gonna keep us in our budget.
with what you're calling here in the cap.
Absolutely, yes, sir. And that is a Norfolk pine. I'll order that as soon as you leave here today, sir.
Okay. When do you need clothes?
Like to have clothes by in the morning if possible.
Now, we're not putting Daddy in a suit.
Okay.
He doesn't look right in a suit.
I understand it. Pajamas, anything you
Well,
want.
no, just a pair of jeans and a flannel shirt.
That'd be fine, sir.
That was Donnie.
Well, we went over everything. I'll get this turned into the newspaper, like you said, Murray Ledger and Times. I think we're good here today, sir. Do you have any other additional questions for me that I can help you answer?
Not today. I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Creel.